Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Martina, and here on this channel I share my passion for journaling. I make videos about junk journals that I create myself, about creative journaling, creative memory keeping, and now also about bullet journaling. And if journaling is something that you're passionate about, then I would much appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, because I have much more to come and soon. Today I want to share with you my first ever bullet journal. I have been bullet journaling since March 2018, and I will not be exaggerating when I say that discovering bullet journaling and starting my own bullet journal changed my life. If you are not familiar with what bullet journaling is, it is a method of tracking your past, ordering your present, and designing your future, developed by writer Carol a few years ago. And in simpler words, a bullet journal is a planner, a calendar, and anything else you might need in a form of one single notebook. The idea is very simple. You start with just a notebook and a pen, and you start creating to-do lists and task logs, and a bullet journal will help you become more productive, become more focused. It will help you discover what's important in your life, and also what is not important and what you should stop wasting your time and energy on. It is probably the most flexible method of planning your future and organizing your everyday life, because you can basically change the layout in your notebook from month to month, from day to day even, and adjust it to your needs and to what currently works best for you. This notebook that I'm flipping through today was my very first attempt at bullet journaling, and there is a lot of diversity in it because I was experimenting a lot. I was testing a lot of things, and if you are familiar with the bullet journaling world, and if you know certain people that are quite influential in the bullet journaling world, you will see that I took a lot of inspiration from them, and I will list the people who inspired me the most in the description box, just in case you want to check them out. But just a disclaimer, this bullet journal in this notebook, I have been inspired by a lot of other artists, and sometimes I would even copy their spreads to my own journal. I never claimed they were my own. And doing this sort of helped me to discover what I liked and what I needed, what worked for me. And in the end, it helped me to discover my own style. So now when I'm bullet journaling, I still take inspiration from beautiful spreads that I see on YouTube or on Instagram, but I know my style, and everything I do in my journal works for me and is created by me. As I mentioned earlier, discovering the bullet journal method was quite life-changing for me. So before I discovered it, before I started my own bullet journal, I was working full-time in a corporate job, and I was also studying, and I was constantly tired, constantly underslept, and I was very often sick because I was so tired I did not have time to recharge and to recover. I did not know where I was going with my life. I had no plan, I had no vision. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and the only thing I knew at that time was that I did not want my life to look. I discovered bullet journaling by accident. I was looking for something else. I was looking for some pre-printed planners, and I saw the term bullet journal appear on several websites that I checked, and I was intrigued. So I checked out the bullet journal on YouTube and on the web, and I was absolutely stunned with what I found. And I also instantly knew that I wanted to try this method for myself. So I bought myself a notebook and I bought myself a few pens, and I just decided to give it a go. And it worked wonders for me. In a way, it unblocked the creativity in me. So the fact that I now own my own business and I have a shop and I sell handmade junk journals, I have bullet journaling to thank for it, because I don't know how it happened. It's still something that I can't quite wrap my head around. But when I started bullet journaling, this creativity just appeared in my life. And I was never very artistic. I was creative, I guess. I was writing a lot. I have always been journaling, but I've also loved creative writing. But it was not until March or February 2018, when I discovered bullet journaling for the first time, that I actually discovered that I can do more, and that basically there's no limits to what I can do if only I believe I can do it, and if only I try hard enough and practice hard enough. And so I found out I could draw a little bit and paint a little bit. And I'm not aspiring to be an artist, I'm not aspiring to be a painter, but to be able to paint something I am proud of is such a new feeling still for me. And I am so grateful that I discovered this about me. And it wasn't long until I've also discovered other forms of art that I loved. I discovered scrapbooking and project life scrapbooking, and then very quickly junk journaling and creating handmade journals. And now that I am recording this video, so after approximately 2 years of bullet journaling, I work part-time, so I have much more time to focus on my health and to focus on where I want to go with my life. I am also a small business owner. I have my own shop. I combine my passion to making junk journals and to paper crafting and to just making something with my own hands with business. So I am actually able to make some money with my passion, which I think it's always been my greatest dream. But before I started junk journaling in 2018, I never thought it was possible for me. But now I have a vision about my life, and of course it did not all just magically happen. It was a lot of work on my part. But because I was bullet journaling regularly, I was able to get a clearer picture of where I was going, of what I wanted, and also of all the baby steps that I had to do to achieve what I wanted. And this is one of the amazing things about bullet journaling. Everyone can set those big goals for ourselves. And I'm sure we do it, especially, at the beginning of a new year. But really, the most important thing about goals, I believe, is to have a plan about how you are going to achieve them. And I used to have goals in the past, of course, and I was never able to achieve them, because when I was thinking of big goals, such as find an idea for a business or move out and have my own place, I was just overwhelmed by how big this goal is and how much would have to change in my life for me to achieve this goal. But with bullet journaling, I was able to focus on the present day and on my near future, and I was able to break each one of my goals into smaller goals and into smaller tasks, into basically things that I could do on a daily basis. So every day instead of just, going to work, going back to sleep, and going to work again and going back to sleep, I was actually getting closer and closer to achieving my goals. So I highly recommend the bullet journal method for everyone. I know it's not for everyone, and obviously it wouldn't work for everyone, but I recommend trying it, and I will definitely leave a link in the description box to Ryder Carroll's original bullet journal video where he explains his method. Because when you look at my flip through, I guess you might think that this aesthetic part of bullet journaling is essential, whereas it's not. It's something that I enjoyed. I enjoyed just learning how to doodle and how to draw and how to make these pretty layouts. But basically the bullet journal method is very minimalistic, and Ryder does a great job explaining it in his video, so I will link it below, and if you're interested, just check it out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It is a little bit different from what I usually share here on my channel, but it is also something that I would really like to explore a little bit more on my channel. And so I would really like to know if you guys would be interested in maybe seeing a flip through of my next bullet journal, or just some process of me working in my current bullet journal, because I still to this day keep a bullet journal, and it changed a little bit from what it was back in 2018, but it still has the same purpose for me. And also, for the first time since I started bullet journaling, I kind of feel comfortable enough to actually share it. So I would much appreciate a feedback from you, and I hope you enjoyed this flip through and maybe got some inspiration from it, and maybe you're interested enough to check Ryder's video and start a bullet journal for yourself. Also, if you are interested in any supplies that I am using, the notebook, my favorite pens, etc., everything will be linked in the description box for you. So have a great day, guys, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye!